Just because this Apple sheep isn't a huge fan of Android doesn't mean he doesn't like Google services. So what do you got? You got Google Drive, you got Google Photos, YouTube is technically a Google service, but the one I probably use the most because I'm using it constantly is Gboard for iOS. What is it? It's basically Google's version of a keyboard had they have designed it for an iPhone. And I've reviewed keyboards in the past and most of them suck. And some people say the third-party keyboards don't get the same processing power or RAM that the default iOS keyboard gets, and that's why they all suck. But this one I turned on and I forgot it was there because it was so good at its job, and I still use it today. I've used it ever since it came out, I think several months ago. What I appreciate about it is it doesn't try to change your keyboard design into something completely different. You can still use Gboard like you do the iOS keyboard. It looks basically the same. Still got the same round buttons, the lettering, the font, everything seems about the same. But you also got that little Google icon in the corner, and that opens up a ton of possibilities that you really can't do with the iOS keyboard. So if you hit that button, you can search Google to easily share things with people, or maybe you just want to add some GIFs to your text messages. It's really easy to do that. You just search it and then search for images, search for GIFs, search for links, anything, and you can instantly share it with people you're messaging. This is on Messenger, this is on Messages. It's just the keyboard and it works great. The other thing a lot of people don't really know about is how easy it is to swipe on the Gboard. iOS has never really done the swiped kind of keyboard on their keyboard, but with Gboard, it doesn't look like a completely different keyboard like a lot of keyboards do. To support swipe, they usually look different. They get rid of the buttons or something. Gboard looks just like the iOS keyboard, but now you can swipe on it, and that swipe works very well. I feel like it's learning my vocabulary. It seems to know what I'm trying to say almost 99% of the time, and I use swipe all the time now. I didn't really use swipe before. I was probably like a lot of you. It's just like, I don't know why people do that. But then I got used to it, and now it's a lot faster. But again, if you don't want swipe, you can just type on it like a regular keyboard, and that works fine. Now, when it comes to tablets, I haven't really found a third-party keyboard that works really well. So when you put Gboard on an iPad Pro, it just doesn't look right. And since that keyboard on an iPad Pro is built for two hands anyway, just use two hands. That's obviously faster. I don't think swipe on a screen that big is very useful. But when it comes to phones, I do recommend Gboard. I'm gonna keep using it, and I'm really glad it exists. I'm gonna keep telling other people to use it. The people I've showed it to seem to really like it, especially when you just want a GIF really quickly and you want it to be funny for the situation, so you just search it really quick and boom, there's probably something there. You have the power of all of Google, basically the entire internet. So yeah, it's free. Check it out on the App Store, and I hope you enjoy it. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.